Hello everyone, welcome to another one of my video. Today I've got my hands on a 1994 Audi A3. Now this was one of the last Audi A3 to be produced. From next year, Audi has moved into the newer B5 platform and replaced this car with an Audi A4. This is the middle of the range 2.6e model, but this has got some factory extra. So it's got the leather interior, it's got the factory sunroof and a rear spoiler. As you can see, it's got body colored bumpers in the front and fog light as well. Other standard feature includes a 6-speaker radio cassette player. In this particular model, an optional 10-disc CD changer has been installed. You get 15-inch alloy wheel with ABS brakes. You get air conditioning and airbag for the driver, central locking, cruise control, power windows, power mirrors, power steering, and a power antenna as standard with this model. Another feature that I should mention is the body of the car had anti-corrosion treatment. Audi was really proud of the treatment process and offered a 10-year no-rust warranty. Now let me quickly show you the back and the front seats of the car. At the back, you have nice comfortable leather seats with sufficient legroom and headrest. The front seats are no exception either. Again, nice comfortable and supportive leather seats with 6-way manual adjustment to set you up for the perfect driving position. You have a decent sized boot at the back with plenty of storage capacity, and the 10-disc CD changer is located in the boot as well. Let us start the car and give you some of the basic engine specification. This is the 2.6 liter single overhead cam V6 engine. The engine code is ABC. This particular model makes 110 kilowatts of power at 5,750 RPM and 225 Newton meter of torque at 3,500 RPM. You get the much better 2.8 liter single overhead V6 engine with the Quattro model, which makes 120 kilowatts of power. We are inside now. Let me quickly run it through the interior. On the left hand side you have the power window controller for the passenger, left hand side vent, the glove box, the central vents, the hazard lights, the fog lights and the window defogger here, and a little bit of small storage. The factory stereo with this model comes with a 10-disc CD changer as well. Then we have all the air conditioning controller. This is your ashtray and plus the cigarette lighter or the 12-volt accessories power. And we have a 4-speed automatic transmission with sports mode. Then another bit of storage there. In this section we have the cruise control module and the settings and obviously your turn signal and your headlight switch. Then we have the wiper controller. Then that's the right hand side vent. On the right hand side we have the power meter controllers and we have all the window controllers and the child lock function. This one is equipped with the factory sunroof with tilt function. The sunroof is currently open. The sunroof controllers are here. The instrumentation cluster is quite simple. As you put it to accessories, you get few warning lights on the top and few warning lights here. You got the automatic gear indicator at the bottom. And the bottom left hand side you got the coolant temperature. Then obviously you had your RPM. Then on the right hand side you got the speedometer. And on the right hand bottom right hand side you got the fuel gauge, and the clock is here as well. Next we're gonna drive the car and tell you more about it. Let us take the car for a quick spin. This B4 platform A3 marks the beginning of Audi's move into the German luxury midsize vehicle segment, which until then was dominated by Mercedes and BMW. On the European market, particularly in Germany, the B4 and its variants were very popular and successful. This generation of A3s had some major facelift. These changes includes a longer wheelbase, a fully redesigned fuel tank and rear axle to enable the use of folding seats, 15-inch alloy wheels, and with more prominent wheel arches, redesigned and painted rear front bumpers. The front grille was merged with the bonnet to give a bolder look and presence. Also, higher quality materials were used in the interior in this model. Speaking of the interior, I mean, just look at it. This is a 21 years old car and still the interior looks really good. The wood trims are still in place and shiny. There is no cracks in the soft plastic dash. Also, there is no squeaks or rattle noise coming from any of the loose trims. Obviously, you'll find the typical sun-faded Eurovox stereo and some wear and tear on the leather seats. Overall, the interior is nice and comfortable with few negative points. The steering wheel is not adjustable. This creates a small problem. I'm not a really tall person, and for someone like me to see all the instrument gauges properly, I had to adjust the seat height, which left me with little headroom. Also keep in mind, there is no drinks cup holder inside. Next, coming to the engine, it makes only 110 kilowatts of power, which is obviously not overly powerful. Still, it is a nice engine where the power comes very smoothly. I also like the deep exhaust note that the engine makes when you really put your foot down. This is a heavy car with a car weight of 1430 kilograms. So in the end, you get 76.9 watt per kilogram. So obviously, you're not going to win any drag races at the light with this car. Having said that, it is still an excellent cruiser, and the fuel consumption figures reflects that. You get 11 liter per 100k in the city and 7.6 liter per 100k in the highway. I roughly get between 575 to 625 km per tank, which is quite acceptable for such a car. The car doesn't mind the corners, it handles them quite good. It is a typical front-wheel drive understeer and some predictable body rolls in tight corners when you're going really fast. But it is definitely not a sports car. The ride quality is quite good as well. It also has good sound installation, so you get minimal road noise in the cabin. Overall, you get a nice, quiet and comfortable car with decent handling capabilities. If you are considering buying this vehicle, you should check the following things. Make sure all the electronics function works. It is very common for the power windows and the sunroof to fail. Another common electrical problem is the instrumentation cluster gauges, especially the coolant temperature and the fuel gauge are known to become faulty. Then you obviously check for the usual like oil, the coolant and power steering leaks, exhaust leaks, and CV joints, the air conditioning and heating function. Last but not the least, if you are buying an automatic transmission like this one, check the transmission thoroughly. If I remember correctly, Audi said these transmissions are service free and feel for life, but they do fail and can be quite expensive to repair. I hope that you have found this video informative and helpful. There are a few other cars you can consider when you're thinking about buying this particular model. If you are interested, then click on the eye icon on the top right hand side of the screen to see the reviews of these cars. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Feel free to share, like and leave your comments on the video. I'll catch you next time. Bye now.